खबर दिल्ली में डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर यूनिवर्सिटी का 14वां वार्षिक दीक्षांत मनाया गया, जिसके साथ ही एक आयोजित किया गया है। इस खास समारोह में दिल्ली की मुख्यमंत्री रेखा गुप्ता, शिक्षा मंत्री आशीष सूद और उसके साथ ही उपराज्यपाल सरदार तरनजीत सिंह संधू के साथ ही मनाया गया और समेत कई गणमान्य लोग शामिल रहे। बताया जा रहा है कि पहले ये कार्यक्रम बढ़ते प्रदूषण के कारण स्थगित किया गया और उसके साथ ही अब सफलतापूर्वक आयोजित किया गया है। समारोह में छात्रों को डिग्रियों प्रदान करने और उनके उज्जवल भविष्य की कामना की गई।
On the dais, when you have a very decorated, very renowned diplomat who has a very long standing of serving this country, accompanied by a very popular, very dedicatedly working for the betterment of Delhi Chief Minister, it is difficult to speak in presence of such a very heavyweight stage. मगर अनु सिंह जी मेरे साथ हमेशा ऐसी ही जाती करती हैं, ऐसे कठिन काम ही मुझे वाइस चांसलर साहब लगा देती हैं। Dear graduates, today is a very important day in your life. For years, this university has given knowledge, experience, friendship, debates, opportunities, dreams, and today you officially step into a new phase of life. Some of you already know what you want to do next. Some of you are still figuring it out. And honestly, it is completely normal. Convocation is not only about receiving a degree, it is also about understanding your responsibilities towards society, towards Delhi and nation as a whole. My dear students, you are graduating from a university named after Baba Saheb B.R. Ambedkar ji, one of the greatest examples of how education can transform person's life and eventually transform a nation. Despite facing discrimination and extremely difficult circumstances in childhood, he chose education as his strength, not anger. From those hardships, he went on to study at institutions like Columbia University and London School of Economics, and later became the architect of Indian Constitution. That journey reminds us something very important education gives a person, that is confidence, dignity, and ability to create change. And I think this message is very relevant today, because the world you are entering is changing very fast. The ongoing conflict in West Asia and tension around the Strait of Hormuz have once again reminded us that how deeply global events affects everyday lives and economics. And that is why some people say, आज का छात्र कल का नहीं, आज ही का नागरिक है. For a country like India, which imports a large part of its energy needs, such disruptions directly impact fuel prices, transportation costs, inflation, and common citizen. That is why Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji recently spoke about 7 appeals to citizens encouraging responsible choice, like reducing energy, fuel consumption, using public transport, adopting EV wherever possible, avoiding wasteful expenditure, and contributing collectively towards national resilience. In such a time, countries across the world are realizing that national progress cannot happen through governments alone. It requires responsible citizens. Today's patriotism is not only about big slogans and dramatic sacrifices or standing at borders with rifle. Sometimes it is about small, responsible, everyday decisions we make. Many people say, एक इंसान के करने से क्या फर्क पड़ता है जी? But every large national movement begins exactly like this, one person at a time. If one person saves fuel, it may look small, but when crores of citizens become conscious together, it impacts the economy of entire country. If one family reduces waste, it may look insignificant, but when lakhs of families do it together, cities become cleaner and more sustainable. That is why today there is an increasing focus across the country on practical lifestyle responsibility, using public transport more often, reducing unnecessary vehicle usage, carpooling, adopting EV